Hello guys and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how I've constructed this small DC-DC converter, also known as a switch mode power supply. We will take a look over the load condition behavior and how this thing reacts to overcurrent. This is the overall schematic. It's a forward converter in a push-pull topology. We have the primary side over here and the secondary side. The main chip for this design is the old SG3525 controller, which I have been laying around for some time. Before we continue, let's give a quick shout out to PCBWay.com, which is today's sponsor for this video. It's my first time working with them and the design was manufactured very nicely. You can check their webpage on PCBWay.com. You just need to upload the Gerber files, obtain an instant quote. The process is very fast and the prices are very good. Now going back to our design. The scope of this DC-DC power supply is to provide a symmetrical voltage for some analog circuitry that I'll be planning to use in the future. Like for example these circuits here. These are some current probes that I'm working on now. I still have a lot of stuff to do with them, but just want to show you a small teaser, yeah? For testing this power supply, I will use two load resistors rated at 25 ohms, and I'm using them on each voltage rail to see how the power supply behaves. I want to firstly test the short circuit protection of this power supply, so I have connected the oscilloscope probe directly on the shunt resistor in the primary side to see how the signal looks like. This is the signal on the shunt resistor during normal conditions. With the tweezer, I will try to short circuit the output on the secondary side. Please don't do this if you're unsure of what you are doing. This is a low voltage supply and I can do this directly with the tweezer. Guys, just a short remark. I will be posting the schematic of this power supply in the description of this video. If you're new around here and you like the type of content I'm doing, yeah, maybe consider to subscribe. But in any case, you can leave your thoughts regarding this in the comment section. Let's do a short circuit and see how the circuit behaves. So we can see the amplitude of the signal on the shunt is high. Let me freeze this. Yeah, so it peaks up to 600 millivolts, enough to trigger the protection. And here we have the gate signal during normal operation, and we will try to see what happens when we create a short. We can see the duty cycle is limited during short circuit. And also on the bench power supply we can see the current is dropping because of a duty cycle limitation. So everything works fine. Now for the ripple measurement on the output, I will connect the oscilloscope firstly right before the LDO. In this image we can see we have a ripple of roughly 20 millivolts peak to peak. Now we are measuring at the output after the LDO and see there the ripple. According to the image, after the LDOs we can see the ripple is much smaller. We have roughly 5 millivolts peak to peak. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, drop me down the like button and let's see us in the next videos to come. Thank you.